What program did you use to separate docs when using a single tray printer? Hi Peace, do you do general notary work or just loan signing agent work? What is your trick to studying? Hi Peace, I've been signing up with services. It seems not to allow me to sign up with them unless I buy into it. My question is, have you paid into it? Hello, I'm Peace and welcome to A Piece by Piece. So in my last video, I spoke about my return to YouTube since I've been on a 6-month hiatus. But in that video, I spoke about where I was, what I've been doing while I was gone, and what my thoughts are on the current state of loan signings and how I plan on moving forward in terms of this channel direction. So if you would like to check it out, go ahead and do that. But like I mentioned in that previous video, I was gone for a few months, which means you guys left me a few months worth of questions. I went through as many comments as I could and I pulled out a few that I would like to answer, so I'm just gonna get straight into it. I'm also not going to show names and like accounts because I'm not sure if you guys want to be exposed like that, so I'm just not going to show anybody's account. But the first question that we have here is, I know that this is a year ago, but I would like to see your signing services list. Great video. Thank you. So in regards to the signing services list, I created another video addressing that. It's called List of 100 Signing Services. And in that video, in the description box, there is a list to 100 signing services that you can sign up for. If you guys can't see it, just let me know. The next question is, what's the cost associated with obtaining a registered agent service? This is under my starting an LLC as a loan signing agent. So basically, a registered agent is completely blanked on that, but basically a registered agent, according to this definition, is a business or an individual who is designated to receive service or process on your behalf. So essentially, if at any point in time, if you get sued by a different company, they will serve the papers through your registered agent who will serve it to you. It's just like a third-party person. They're not necessary in New York, if I'm recalling correctly. However, they are beneficial for people who live in the city because the cost to start an LLC in New York City is astronomically high. So if you have a registered agent in counties outside of the city, the cost to form an LLC drastically reduces, which is why I always recommend people to hire a registered agent. Use their address when you're filing, and then after a few months, change your business address to your virtual business address, which can be located in the city. I'm pretty sure I covered all of this in that video, so I don't want to keep rambling on about that. But basically, to answer your question of the cost associated, it costs me $50 a year. $50 a year. I use their address, so it's pretty cheap compared to what you would be spending if you did not have a registered agent at all. The next question is, do you know if it matters to be bilingual? I'm in NYC and just want to go into this with realistic expectations. Just passed my test and now studying for LSA. Congratulations. In terms of being bilingual, it's not a necessity, but I do feel like it is very helpful to be bilingual. There definitely have been times where I've had to pass up on a job opportunity because the client was primarily Spanish speaking, and yo no hablo español muy bien. So if you do speak Spanish, I feel like that's more of an advantage. I hope that answers your question. It's not necessary, but it does benefit you in the long run. What is your trick to studying? I take my exam this Friday and using the practice exam through NNA. Since you used the practice exam through NNA, did you find it helpful? Was it mainly based on that or a combination of both? My trick to studying, I don't think I had a trick necessarily. I've just always been good at memorizing things. A registered agent is so I guess that was my advantage. I'm just good at taking exams. But what I would recommend is studying the New York law book. The NNA is pretty beneficial, but I feel like they didn't teach me everything I needed to know, which, you know, they explain that to you when you do start the course. They tell you that they're gonna explain, you know, the basics, but you really do need to study the law book if you want to understand a lot of the details about being a notary. I wouldn't recommend you going in with just only having the NNA practice exam under your belt. Definitely study the law book, because there were some questions on that exam that I was not expecting that were not covered by the NNA. Unfortunately, this question was asked a month ago, so hopefully you passed your exam. Sorry, I answered it late. Next question. I understand the cheat sheets and setting yourself up for success. However, you said sometimes you only have a 2-hour window sometimes to get paperwork and travel to signing. How do you prep if that happens? A lot of the preparation happens before you get the assignment. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I might have said in that video that I create a new cheat sheet for every single signing that I go to. But after a while, I discovered that a lot of these documents are the same consistently. If this client here has a seller's package and this other client that you have a week from now also has a seller's package, more than likely the documents that you're going to find in that package are not going to vary too much from each other. So if I already printed out this cheat sheet, I'm not going to go and print out another one for this next client because they're going to be the same. I just keep that cheat sheet and take it with me to the next client. But after a while, you won't even need a cheat sheet. You'll just memorize it because you've seen the documents so much over and over again, and they do not change. I hope that answers your question. When you get a package with an acknowledgement or jurat for a state that you aren't commissioned in, can you just attach your state's official type of acknowledgement / affirmation, or do you need to cross out the information in the form given in the loan package? Does it vary depending on the title company, or is there a best practice regarding when to cross out information and when to attach a certificate? Typically, when you get a package and it's from like another state, I've never had an issue just crossing out the state and just, you know, writing in New York and then my initial next to it. I have never had any documents bounce back because of that. You're fine. It doesn't vary depending on the title company. It's consistent across the board. Hi Peace. I've been signing up with services which really takes some time. I am just questioning 123 Notary. It seems not to allow me to sign up with them unless I buy into it. My question is, have you paid into it? Don't ever pay for a signing service. Look, they need you as much as you need them. They would not be making money if it wasn't for us. So if they're asking you to pay, it's a scam. Because as a signing service, you're already taking a percentage. Now you want me to pay? No, you're robbing me at that point. No, there's plenty of free signing services that you can sign up for. Skip that one, please. Hello, great vid. Thank you. Your scanner will scan all size documents, correct? Yes, that's correct. It scans legal, it scans letter, it scans checks, even IDs, everything. If the lender requests all documents to be scanned back, do you scan the non-signature documents in between the notarized documents and then continue to the documents that need to be signed? Do you explain to the signer what you're doing? Thanks. So my answer to that is it depends. Usually when I'm scanning documents back, I like to use my printer, my Lexmark printer that has a scanner attached, because it's just so much quicker than me having to hand feed the documents into my little portable scanner. The only time I scan at the table is if it's a smaller package, like a seller's package or like a 1 to 20-page contract. I never do it while I'm in the middle of a signing with the client because I don't know what they have to do. I try to be aware and considerate of the signer's time because it can take a very long time to scan back documents one by one, so I don't want to have them just sitting there. So usually I'll just have them sign all the documents and then, you know, scan after the fact. Great video. Thank you guys. Y'all are so sweet. Would you say that this helped increase your income? Are you still riding around with the mobile setup? Thank you in advance. So I think this is in regards to my mobile office tour. I would say it has increased my income because say I'm on the road and, you know, I get a notification, hey, we need you here in an hour. Can you do it? I can say yes. And instead of having to go home to print out the documents, I just gotta go to my car. And sometimes I have the printer working while I'm driving, so it really allows me to be very efficient. Are you still riding around with the mobile setup? Yes, that printer has never left my car. Yeah, that's my printer's new home. Yeah, I like the mobile setup, you know. I like being able to make money on the go and not having to like say no because I don't have access to a printer. Hi Peace, do you do general notary work or just loan signing agent work? If yes to general notary work, how do you charge for the travel fee? I used to do a lot of general notary work, but I started to realize that it wasn't worth my time, in all honesty, because a lot of the requests I was getting were for like little, you know, one-page contracts, little one-page, two-page forms at most. Honestly, I'm not leaving my house for anything less than $20, and even that, like, why am I leaving my house for $20 where as a loan signing agent I'm not leaving my house for less than $75? And obviously if somebody needs me, I can't say no. Like, I will never say no, and I'll go do what I have to do. But I just don't advertise my general notary work the same way I used to. How much do you charge for a travel fee? It's hard to say. I don't really charge in terms of travel because most of the signings that I get are all within my area. At no point in time am I ever traveling an hour, 2 hours out for general notary work. So yeah, I don't really charge a travel fee, just a flat rate fee. I hope to answer your question. This is so helpful. You're welcome. But where is the cheat sheet located? I am just seeing this video in July 2022. Do you guys not have access to the cheat sheet? It's in the description. It's in the description of that video. If you guys can't see it, please let me know, and you know, I'll re-upload it. But it should be there. Just check in the description. Hi, great info. What program did you use to separate docs when using a single tray printer? I use, hold on, I think it's Notary Rotary. Yeah, I use Notary Rotary. You type page sorter into Google. The first link is Notary Rotary. You click on that link and then it'll ask you to choose the file, and you just upload it and it'll automatically separate it for you. I'm so glad I found your video. It was very helpful. I'm glad I was able to help. I'm studying to take the notary test now. What law book did you use? I used the New York Notary Law Book. Glad I found you. How does one become Fidelity Approved? Being Fidelity Approved is so weird. So I got Fidelity Approved when I had gotten the request for a signing. I said yes, but they hadn't given me the assignment. So I called them up and I asked, hey, I would like to help you out with this. Can I do that? They basically said no because I wasn't Fidelity Approved through them. From there, they sent me the documents that I needed to be Fidelity Approved. I filled it out. I think it wasn't more than like 8 pages of documentation and like maybe like 2 or 3 signature lines. It wasn't a lot. It was a very easy process. And from there, after I sent it back to them, I became Fidelity Approved through that company, and I've been able to do loan signings for them. However, just because you become Fidelity Approved through one company doesn't make you Fidelity Approved overall. You have to get Fidelity Approved through each and every single company you work with at their request. So if they don't say, no, you can't work with us because you're not Fidelity Approved, then it's fine. You don't have to become Fidelity Approved through them. But if they do stop you and say, hey, you're not Fidelity Approved through us, so this is why we can't offer you this assignment, just ask them, okay, what are the steps to be Fidelity Approved? It's kind of annoying because you can be Fidelity Approved through one company but not the other. I'm still not sure how that works, but it's fine. The documentation is very easy to fill out. It's just a little annoying having to do it for each company that requests it over and over again. It's not that big of a deal. Did you drive to Albany to take the test or to register for it? Yes, I did drive to Albany to take the test. It was a 2-hour drive for me. I drove up there, took the test, passed on the first go around. I did send them an email requesting to take the test in the city where I'm located, but they did not get back to me until 2 months later, which is crazy. So if you're gonna take the test, I suggest you drive to Albany or your closest walk-in location. Can you talk more about having a mobile office? I can't imagine bringing a whole printer with me to a signing. What do you mean? Oh, I'm assuming you didn't see my mobile office video. I have a video. It's about my printer in my car. Check it out. And if you still have any questions past that, let me know. But basically, there's a printer in my car. Like, it has a battery, you know, I turn it on, it works. Just watch the video. Watch the video. Where can you order a stamp? You can order a stamp anywhere. I ordered mine off of Amazon. Hello, have you tried Ron? I'm a new notary on Long Island, New York. I would love some guidance. Thank you. So I actually have not looked into Ron, which is remote online notarization. You know, I've been busy with my business, so I just haven't had the time to, you know, learn a whole new system. So I can't really give you any guidance in terms of that. I'll definitely look into it when I do get the chance. Ron is very exciting. I think the only reason why I've been hesitant to, you know, go down the Ron path is because I'm just assuming it's less money involved, and anything that is less money, I don't want to be involved. I'll look into it for you and I'll try to get back to you. Hi, I have a question. Of course, I'm here to answer. Do we need a fax machine? As a loan signing agent, do we have to fax a lot of documents? No, we do not need a fax machine. We just need a scanner. You can use a scanner on your printer, or you can use a portable scanner, which is what I use from time to time. All you do is connect your scanner to your laptop, scan the documents, and then you upload it to whatever portal the company asks you to upload it to. I do have a video about how to scan documents, so I do recommend you check that one out. So that was all the questions for today. I know I've been gone a really long time, so I did really want to dedicate this video to addressing you guys and answering any questions that you may have had and clearing up any confusion. Again, if you guys still have more questions, please feel free to drop them down below in the comments. Now that I am more active on YouTube, I will do my best to get back to each and every single one of you. Also, I did create a Facebook group that you guys can join and ask your questions there. There are other notaries involved on that platform as well. So if I wasn't able to answer your question in a way that was understandable for you, maybe you can find someone in there to help you out. So yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.